Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to get deep into something that often holds people back without them even realizing it: your personality. You see, your personality is made up of a set of beliefs, habits, and behaviors that you've developed over time. These are shaped by the experiences you've had, the people you've been around, and the things you've learned. They all come together to form the you that you present to the world. But what if I told you that this very personality could be the thing that's standing in the way of your success? Most of us go through life thinking that the way we are is simply how we were born, or it's a result of things outside of our control. But the truth is, your personality is not fixed. It's actually a reflection of the past, and more specifically, it's a reflection of how you've been conditioned to think and behave. You've developed habits that were once useful for your survival or comfort, but now they might be limiting your growth. The first thing we need to understand is that your brain is designed to seek familiarity. It loves what is predictable, even if it's not serving you in the best way. And because of that, your brain will keep you locked in patterns that feel safe but may not help you move forward. You may have formed patterns of thinking or reacting that worked in the past, but as you grow and change, these patterns can become the very thing that holds you back. For instance, if you've always believed that success is hard to achieve or that you're not deserving of success, your brain will continue to reinforce these beliefs. It will filter your reality in a way that confirms these thoughts, blocking opportunities and experiences that could lead you to success. Your brain's job is to keep you in the same state it's used to, which can be limiting when you're trying to evolve or break through to a higher level. Another way your personality could be blocking your success is through your emotional responses. Many people react emotionally to situations based on their past experiences. These emotional reactions, while they might feel automatic, are actually learned behaviors. For example, if you've been in a situation where you were criticized or rejected, your brain might have learned to react with fear or defensiveness. This emotional reaction then colors the way you approach future situations, especially those that require growth or risk. If you constantly react with fear or hesitation, you're likely going to find yourself stuck in the same place. Now, let's talk about the beliefs you hold about yourself. Your self-concept is a huge part of your personality, and it influences your actions and decisions. If you see yourself as someone who isn't capable of achieving big goals, or if you have a belief that success is only for certain types of people, then your actions will reflect those beliefs. The way you think about yourself directly influences what you believe is possible for you. If your personality is built on limiting beliefs, then those beliefs are going to limit your success. The good news is that this isn't permanent. You don't have to stay stuck in the personality that's holding you back. In fact, you can change it. But to do so, you need to be willing to let go of your old identity. This doesn't mean erasing who you are, but it means recognizing that you have the power to create a new version of yourself, one that's aligned with your true potential. The first step is to become aware of the patterns that are keeping you stuck. You need to recognize the thoughts, behaviors, and emotional responses that are rooted in the past. This awareness is key because without it, you're simply repeating the same patterns over and over without realizing it. Once you identify these patterns, you can begin to change them. Changing your personality starts with changing your thoughts. If your thoughts are rooted in fear, scarcity, or limitation, it's time to replace them with thoughts that are focused on abundance, possibility, and growth. Every time you catch yourself thinking a thought that limits your potential, consciously replace it with a thought that empowers you. Over time, these new thoughts will become more natural, and they'll start to shape a new version of your personality. Next, you need to shift your emotional responses. If you tend to react emotionally to situations in a way that's holding you back, you have the power to change that too. Start by practicing mindfulness and observing your emotions without getting swept away by them. You don't have to let your emotions control you. You can choose how to respond. By becoming aware of your emotional triggers and learning how to respond consciously, you can break free from old emotional patterns. Your mind will always look for patterns of safety. It will keep you in familiar situations, even if those situations aren't beneficial. But that doesn't have to be the case. You can train your brain to move toward growth, even if it's uncomfortable at first. By taking deliberate action to think, feel, and act in ways that align with your desired future, you'll create a new way of being that propels you toward success. It's not about changing who you are, but about evolving into the next version of yourself. To break free from the patterns that limit you, you need to give yourself permission to change. Your personality doesn't need to be a product of your past. You can become someone who is not defined by previous experiences or limitations. When you begin to think differently, feel differently, and act differently, the world around you will change to match this new energy. Success starts to flow naturally when you align your inner world with your goals. So, how do you go about changing these deep-seated patterns that seem to run your life? It starts with the recognition that change is possible. You need to become conscious of your thoughts and beliefs. Notice the patterns that have held you back in the past and acknowledge that they no longer serve you. This awareness allows you to consciously choose a new path. It's about developing a new relationship with yourself, one where you are the architect of your future. You also need to be patient with yourself. This isn't about instant change, it's about consistency. Just as the old patterns were developed over time, new patterns also need time to be formed. Rewiring your brain takes dedication, but with each positive change you make, you'll feel a shift. The more you choose new thoughts, new emotions, and new actions, the stronger these new neural connections become. Success isn't about waiting for the right circumstances to appear, it's about creating the right internal environment so that you attract those circumstances. The universe doesn't hand you success based on your personality as it is right now, it gives you the experiences that reflect the personality you choose to cultivate. So, when you change the way you think and behave, the world begins to mirror those changes back to you. Now, as we wrap up, I want you to understand this crucial idea: your personality doesn't have to be the obstacle that keeps you from achieving your goals. In fact, your personality can be your greatest asset once you recognize that it's something you can evolve. By consciously choosing thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that align with the success you desire, you are actively rewiring your brain to support those goals. Success isn't outside of you, it's a reflection of who you are on the inside. And if who you are inside isn't aligned with where you want to go, it's time to make those internal shifts. The process may not always be easy, but it's possible, and it's worth it. Every step you take to challenge the old patterns in your life brings you closer to the version of yourself that you want to become. So, I challenge you to take a good look at your life today. What patterns are holding you back? What thoughts and emotions are limiting your potential? And what actions do you need to take to shift your personality and, ultimately, your success? Now, before you go, I'd love for you to show your support. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it. Your thumbs up makes a big difference. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can continue receiving valuable insights on how to unlock your fullest potential. Hit that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of the new content coming your way. And if you know someone who could benefit from this, please share this video with them. The more we grow together, the more we can all experience the success we deserve. By subscribing to the channel, you'll be a part of this ongoing video of how you can create a life that reflects your highest self. I encourage you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is one change you're going to make today to shift your personality and unlock your success? Let's keep this conversation going. So, take action now. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's continue this journey of growth and self-discovery. If you're ready to transform your life and your success, hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. This is just the beginning, and I'm so glad you're here with me.